Hello. Today we're going to continue the first swing container JFrame. The first swing container JFrame. We'll continue with JFrame today. We'll continue with JFrame. JFrame Java frame. It is a top level container that provides a window on the screen. It is a class of the javax.swing package. It is available in a javax.swing package. It is full form of that package is the full form is imports then javax.swing.jframe. You are going to find all the full form of your JFrames in this format, in this package. It is actually the base window. It is a base window. It is a base window on which other components relay, namely JMenu bar, JPanel, JLabel, text field, JButtons. Everything as a component that will be there in a swing container is going to display it in this part. They are going to be displayed in these cases. They are going to be displayed here. Some examples of the form that can be used within JFrame, a frame here is the name for JFrame, AWT tests, that is a frame part. So this is directly taken. If you are using JFrame, you are making a swing tests frame. It is a top level container. The frame is the top level container. Then here is a label, uneditable, used to display uneditable text label. Then text field 1, here is at which you're going to input any text. Panels, there are 2 panels here. The first panel contains label 1 and the text field 1. The second panel contains 3 buttons, button 1, button 2, button 3. These are the buttons. This way we are going to do. We are going to use our JFrame. We are going to use our JFrames. So more graphical user interface that's applied in JFrame, like these forms you can use when you are finding any graphics projects. So what you use? You are going to use JMenu bar that hold this file, edit, help, menus. Within each menus, like in the help, there are menu items, topics, about. These are what you call, they are menu items. These parts are the menu item parts. Here is a name, that's a label, sex is a label, year of birth is a label, favorite color is a label, comment is a label. So in front of name, there is a space that requires some user to write their names. That is a text field. So here is a checkbox, male, female. You can going to check either of the 2. Combo box, when you are clicking on the drop down icon, you are going to find number of items. Here is a radio buttons, red, blue, orange. Here is a text area. Here is a button, submit, cancel. Such kind of case are going to be used in the JFrame. They are included, all these components are included in the JFrame. They are included in the JFrame. How we create a JFrame? To create a JFrame, we are going to use this syntax. JFrame, the JFrame object. So what we'll use here is a way we are create a JFrame. We are going to use JFrame object, which is equal to new JFrame. This is a default JFrame, default constructor of JFrame. The constructors and the methods used in JFrame itself, which are found in this package, So their full form, as I've written previously, here is a full form for them. You are going to use import javax.swing.jframe. These are the full form for your package. This is directly used here. This is directly used in this case. So JFrame constructors create a default frame with no title. JFrame with title create a frame with a specified title. Set size, width, height, set location where to display, set the upper left corner location of the frame, set visible. That frame is going to be visible if it becomes true. Set default close operation with mode of int that we are going to close the root object, that is JFrame. Set location relative to some another object or component. Set the location of frame relative to specified component. If the component is null, the frame is centered on the screen. Pack, so for minimizing the spaces. Automatically set frame size to hold components in a frame. This is a frame, how to create a frame in Windows. Example, to display in PT frame that we are using the hard code. Now we are using the hard code rather than design. We're going to use hard code on NetBeans. NetBeans 8.2.0. As I've shown you in the chapter 1 case, we are going to use this part. We are going to use these cases. So what it says? To create an embed frame. Write a Java GUI program using JFrame that display my frame as a title with an empty body. So to create an empty body JFrames, what we're going to undertake here? We are going to use a NetBeans. We are going to create a NetBeans. We're going to use a NetBeans. Suppose let me open a NetBeans 8.2. So at that time, until the NetBeans opens, let me explain the code. So what it says, here is the code. You have to create any program in Java using NetBeans starts from the package. In chapter 2, GUI has a package name. Import java.swing.jframe. Public class my JFrame. This is a class name. In the main method, what we are using, JFrame with the object of JFrame which is equals to new JFrame. Now I have given the title. I have given the title here, my JFrame. Then by using the object of the JFrame, we are going to access the methods of JFrame. Set size, set location relative to, which is null to be centered in the center. Set visible true, set default close operation, JFrame dot exit on close. These are the way you are going to write your program using JFrame. So what we will do here, still it is on the process of opening. For that sake, when you come to the output here is the output. We're going to find my frame. Now here I'm just using my frame. Here's the title. This is the title bar. This is the content panel. The content panel is the body is empty. That's why the question says write a Java GUI program using JFrame that display my frame as a title with an empty So now it opens. Let me take you to the project we have opened previously. To the project we opened previously. Now here is the project Java app in the source package. And the source package we have created a sample project. Now let me rename this one into what I said Java tutorial. Let me rename into Java tutorial. Then the project folder should be renamed also here. If rename only on the top parts, the project name in the folder is as is. For that sake, just you have to take this line of information to change the name of the folders inside the file. Now here I've checked the project name and the folder name is now the same. I'll make it rename. Now it is renamed. I will open it, Java tutorial inside source package, chapter 1. So today I'm going to create a package as package name is chapter 2 GUI. Let me say it GUI simply. Chapter 2 GUI project Java tutorial source package. Now let me say finish. Now here package is created. I right click here, then go to Java main class. So what I say, my frame. I'm going to give the name for my class Java frame. My frame. Here a number of comments are there. I'm going to remove all the comments for the sake of minimizing the line of codes that available here. Then I'll right click format. Here inside this part, what I will do, you will do two things. Either you extend JFrame, either directly you create JFrame here. So what I will do here, let me start JFrame, then frame, the object of JFrame is equals to new JFrame. Then here, semicolon. Then what, since it is an array, I have to import it. You have to import directly as this. Grammatical native will give you a hint, direction to import. Either you can write manually as we have seen previously. Import, then javax dot swing dot jframe. You can import as this. Have you seen now the array is removed? So what you will do by using the object, you can go into access, set title, you can make it set title. Then what you will give here, my frame. Since we are using a swing, my j frame. Then what's next? You can make it frame dot set size of your frame. So what you will use is width and height. Let me say this one is 350. Then the height part, let me use 100. Then what's next? Let me say frame dot set visibility is true. Then what else? Frame dot set location relative to and make it null to be displayed on the center. Finally, what I'm going to say, I have to make it frame then dot set default close operation. What I'm going to close JFrame. I'm going to close JFrame. Exit on close. This is the way that we're going to run. So here what you're going to do, so you can directly make this all formats, then you are going to go to run, then run file. When you run it, you're going to find this one. This is an empty JFrame which is displayed in the center. An empty JFrame which is displayed in the center. In such kind of ways, you can able to use a JFrame. You can able to use a JFrame. You can able to run the JFrames. So this is an explanation for the line of code above. The line of code above here. The JFrame is not displayed until the visible part is called. Until what? Until this visible, which becomes true, is called, the JFrame is not displayed. The frame set size, here it is, the set size. Frame dot set size specifies that the frame is 400 pixels wide and 300 pixels height. If you specify, but in our code we used 350 and 250. That is not done. This is the size that you need. If the set size method is not used, the frame will size to display just as a title. If you not specify this size, you are going to find only needs a title bar. Invoking set location relative to, which is a value of null, centers the frame on the screen. Invoking set default close operation, which is going to be closed here. Close operation JFrame.exit on close tells the program to terminate when the frame is closed. If this statement is not used, the program does not terminate, even if you are closing the JFrame. Even if you are closing the JFrame, the program will not going to be terminate your program. Terminate your. Each JFrame contains content pane. The content pane is an instance of what? Java.awt.content. So what we'll find here, the full format is import, then java.awt.content. Semicolon. This way you are going to use the content pane. Now previously we have used the empty JFrames. The GUI components such as JButtons are placed in the content pane in the JFrame using add method. This is a method that are commonly used to include one frame to another frame, one component to the containers like JFrames, JPanels. The add components method defined in a container class adds an instance of the component. In that case, we're going to add. What is the syntax used here? Suppose we are going to add a JButton into the JFrame, the previously created JFrame. So what we will do here? We are going to use JButton button, which is equals to new JButton. So we are going to use this add. We are directly use this add. Have you seen it? We are directly using this add to directly include into your JFrames, Suppose let's do this one. Let's add to this one in the previous one. So what we will do here? Already the JFrame is created. Then the set title is given here. Here we need to add JButton. We need to add JButton here. JButton, then button object, which is equals to new JButton. So what we will do here? We are going to use frame dot add. Then we are using button. In this way, we are nothing to be included because it is the default constructor for the button. We already added here, but no button is there in the string. For the sake, what we are going to create here, we have to add a value inside this one as a parameter. So here, what we will do? Okay, we're going to include it in this button. Now, when you run this part, you are going to find an OK in the middle. This is the default way how you're gonna to add components into JFrame. This is a way you are going to add the components into your JFrames, These are the way you are going to add the components into your JFrames. This is a program. So creating JFrame with buttons, write a GUI application that display OK using JButton that I have shown you here. This way you are going to add JButtons with the content pane that contains here this program. This is all about for today. See you next time. If you like the video, just like, share and subscribe. Thank you for your following.